everyone, sorry I'm a little late. I couldn't get connected to the Wi-Fi, so hope everyone's having a really happy Tuesday. And those of you who are in Brisbane and the Gold Coast and surrounding areas hope you're not too affected by the storms this afternoon. All right. I'm so sorry that I was late. I will try and share this with my groups. All right. So, I hope everyone's had a really fabulous week. Just trying to see. And yes, as I said, sorry I was late. It's just didn't want to connect to our Wi-Fi at all. So I'm hoping that people are watching, and yeah, I'll just yeah, and I hope everyone's had a good week so far. I know it's only Tuesday. Yeah, I've had a really good week. It was nice to have the day off yesterday, and yeah, it was very relaxing weekend. All right, I think I've shared it everywhere I need to. Yep. All right. And I'm hoping it's still working. Excuse me for coughing. Let's see if I can zoom us out a little bit. I can't. It's going to be... Hi, Glenda. Thanks for watching. I hope you didn't get too many storms up your way. I think it was a bit further south than you that it's going to hit. All right. So tonight we're doing our first part. We're going to start with something really fun. Or maybe I should wait till the end. No, we're going to wait till the end. And we're going to draw our Stamping Right markers. But I'll wait till the end to do that. So anyone who placed an order with me in September, no matter what size order, so you could have ordered a Wink of Stella, you got your name in the draw for... Oh, you couldn't find me on the computer. No, I was very late, Glenda. Small. That's why you couldn't find me. We had trouble with the Wi-Fi. So, anyway. So we have 4 packs of Stamping Right markers. So this is a complete core colour collection. So I'm going to draw that before the end of tonight's... Should we call it an episode? Tonight's live. And the lucky winner will receive all 4 of those. Okay. Anyway, the other thing that we've got to do tonight, which I can do that now, is we have our $50 board. Like, I was supposed to draw this on the 30th. We only had 20 names, the last 20 names on there. So I've taken, they'll get a $20, because it ends on the 30th, so they'll get a $20 voucher, whoever the winner is. So let's draw a number for that. And I can't see it. I'm holding it up close to the camera so I can't see it. And let me... So number 18. So number 18 is Carol. That's Carol Lawrence. So lucky Carol Lawrence gets a $20 gift voucher to spend with me before this month. So she joins Kelly and Carmel, who both got gift vouchers last month. Yes, I am having internet problems. I think everybody's having internet problems. All right. We'll see how we go. I think that, well, the router looks, I'm right next to the router and it looks like it's got all of the little lights on. So let's see how we go. So tonight I'm doing something completely different. I was going to do our bundle of the month, but I'm not. I thought we could have a look at the Halloween memories because it is October and Halloween's coming up. Excuse me for coughing. And so this is a Halloween memories scrapbooking workshop. Now, it comes with, it's got products for 3 layouts, and it comes with cutting instructions on how to cut each of the different papers, and cutting instruction, and it comes with instructions on how to put it together. Right, so if you haven't done any scrapbooking before, this is actually a really great way to get into scrapbooking. So I thought we might put together one page, but also look at what else comes in this kit. So it comes with, oh, they are supposed to be heading up north. Yeah. Well, they reckon tomorrow is going to be worse than today. Glenda, we live on the south side, so we didn't get as much of the storm today. So, okay, so this scrapbooking kit comes with, now I know not everyone's into Halloween, all right? But sometimes it's good to have a couple of Halloween things, and my nieces and nephews are into it. And so it's nice to, so I decorate for them and I do stuff for them. So we've got all these lovely little stickers. So you've got here, you've got different sized bats and stars, and it comes with also these little bits and pieces. So if you are putting together your kit and you don't have photos yet, you can just pop these in the photo spot. So that's a good idea. Alright, so it comes with those. It comes with 2 of these sheets. I've cut one up because I want to make a card with it. So it's got a cobweb background. I've cut all my papers down to size. So let me just talk to you about the cutting instructions that it has. So it says here, okay, you've got a dotty one, you want to cut it. So project 2A uses a strip of it, and project 1A uses a strip of a 9x9 piece, and it tells you what you need to, how you need to cut it, and it even shows you. So here, like this paper here, you need it for project 3, you need it for project 2. So it's lots of different projects that you're going to use that for. This one's got lots of little pieces. So you get a fair bit left over actually. So, and it comes with some black, and now the black is different to normal, but we'll go through. So this is the reverse side. So there, look at that, isn't that so sweet? And if you might have recall the online exclusives, look, the books coordinate. How cute is that? They coordinate perfectly. So there you go. So that's one type of paper. Then this is a background paper, so it's only single-sided, and you get 2 sheets of this. All right. Then you get, so you get 2 sheets of all of the papers. Just move them out the way for now. Then you get 2 sheets of this one. I've already cut mine up. And this is I love that pattern. I love that even if it wasn't for Halloween. Okay. All right. So I've cut my projects up and put them in little plastic bags so that I know, well, this is project number 1. This is project number 2, and this is project number 3. That might not necessarily be the right order. So look at that. And then this one, look, it's got little bubbles on it. So I really love those little bubbles. I think they're really cute. Hey Kim, thanks for watching. Now, they also released some paper. Now this paper is thinner than normal cardstock. I'll just get the extra sheets out of the way. So in your pack you get an orange, but if you look, the front and the back, so that's pumpkin pie, but that's a paler shade of pumpkin pie. Thanks for watching, Kim. I haven't seen you for ages. And the same with the black. It's got a light and a dark. Don't know if you can see that. Am I doing it too far down? It's got a light black and a dark black. Same with the pool party. There's a light and a dark. The granny apple green, there's a light and a dark. And the gorgeous grape, there's a light and a dark. Now, if you don't want the whole scrapbooking kit, you can buy a Halloween Memories two-toned cardstock. So it has those black gorgeous grape, granny apple green, pool party, pumpkin pie, and then it also has a new colour called willow white. Now willow white is not a two-tone one, but it's a little bit different to basic white. I don't know that you can really tell the difference. Let's put it. So this one here is willow white and this one here is basic white. So there is a very slight difference. The other difference is that this one's a little bit thinner than the usual cardstock. Okay. So I've cut one of my things in half because I want to do a card with it. I'll just move all this out the way. But we're going to start and we're going to make our first scrap page, and then we're going to make a card. All right. So, and we're going to follow the instructions. I know I don't normally do that. And we're going to make it really easy for ourselves and start with the project number 1 and the left page. Okay. Hi Megan, thanks for watching. Cooking dinner. Hope it was something good. I went to the acupuncturist today and he told me I'm not allowed to have coffee. Who needs that negativity in your life? Okay, so the other good thing about this scrapbooking kit is that it tells you exactly what you need. Oh, you're still cooking. Ah. So it tells you need this kit. You need this black stamping right marker. Well, I didn't bring that because I'm not going to use it. Your stamping seal, your paper trimmer, your snips and your scissors. It also tells you what photos you need as well. So they make it really, really easy. Okay. What they don't tell you that you need is your take your pick tool with the faux stitching on it. So this is really a really good tool to put fake stitching on it. And I don't know, do we have a ruler? I'm hoping I have a ruler up here. I don't have a metal ruler, I don't think. All right, we're going to start, and I'm going to keep the instructions handy, but I am going to go rogue. I'm going to use my take my pick tool. Now they said to draw it. Why would you draw it when you have a take your pick tool that can do like a perforated edge? So I'm not drawing it. I'm just using my take my pick tool. Now this has got a little thing that you just slide down, and I'm just going to run it along beside my ruler. And I just realised there's not a straight line, but it'll do. Now it's going to be a very faint thing. I don't want to do it too deep. And then we turn the paper round, and we're just going to press firmly. Whoop! Try not to let your ruler move. And I'm not real fussed about it because I know that I'll be covering some stuff up. Rogue is the new vogue. Yep, I think so. I go rogue a lot. Now I'm just going to just firmly. So you probably can't see the faux stitching, and that's okay. I know it's there, and we've done all four. So when you finish, just push that back up, and that means that you're not going to cut yourself and you're not going to dull the blade. And I actually like, I'm just going to pop this in the middle, which is what they've suggested to do. And I'm just going to use my Seal Plus. I like Seal Plus better than Seal. And you don't need too much. You could just do a little bit. It is called a perforation. That's a... Perforation sounds much more professional than hole making thingy. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, it is a perforating tool. Now, you might not see that and you might think, oh, no, I want to do faux stitching with my black stamping right marker. And if you want to do that, that's quite all right. Okay. So I'm just going to grab one of my little packets that I'd cut earlier. I'm going to make sure I grab the right one. I think this is the right one. And it's got, I've cut these up according to the instructions. So it's a really good idea if you're using this kit to prep everything first. All right. So it has, so if we look at our instructions, it's got, we're missing something. What have I got? We'll need that one, and that one. I think I picked up the wrong packet. I did too. I'll just put that aside and pick up the correct packet. Oh no, that is the right packet. I might have just put the wrong piece in there. Oh dear. So we need to go back to our instructions and look at what size black ones we need. So we're going to need a 1B, a 1C. Oh, they're all the same size. That's interesting. They don't look the same size there, but anyway. I haven't scrapbooked for a very, very long time. So I'm just going to pop these on here. And pop that one down here. And it wants a sticker. So this is the sticker that it wants. So what I'll do is I'll just attach the sticker back to the back of my seal. It also needs you cast a spell on me sticker. It has some potions. And it also has this stripy green bit. Has this bit here. Now you can buy the sticker sheet separately as well. It has a couple of stars. There's 2 little stars. So this little star here. So I could be making a real mess of this. I don't know, because it's the first time I'm playing with it. So I'm not going to pretend to be an expert at this. It uses this sticker here. And it also uses this green stripy thing. All right. So, let's stick this green stripy thing up here. Now what it asks you to do is it asks you to, so put those 2 away, out of the way. Asks you to have this one and this one, and it also needs a little bit of this here. Okay. All right. So I'm just get my scissors and cut those. So all right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop our first little banner, which is a sticker one, up the top here. Then this one, I'll cut it the other way. This one goes on here as well. And I've already not followed the instructions. Have a good night's sleep, Kim. Thanks for dropping by. All right, so there's this one here. And we have this one here. We're just trimming off that corner. I'm popping that on too. I don't know if, I'm not actually reading the instructions, I'm just looking at it and going, I think that this is the way that it's going to go. It has a piece of this green that's supposed to go behind the back here. This one actually has so many stickers on this layout. So, lucky I have two Take My Pick tools. I know, two Seal Pluses. And I'm just doing it exactly how, well, as close as possible to how they say. I'm just going to pop this sticker. No, I haven't told you, Megan, about Miss Delphi's eye and her neck. I'll send you a photo after this and show you her neck. That's pretty impressive. It looks like they've cut her throat open. She's lying here on the floor next to me, making sure that Chip doesn't come anywhere near me while I video. She's a bit possessive today, but I'm okay with that because she's still recovering from surgery, so I'm okay with her being a little bit possessive today. And she doesn't like storms, so yeah, but she's recovering really well. She's she still hasn't worked out how to get on and off the couch wearing her cone, and that will take her a little while. And I'm told it's a cone of bravery, not a cone of shame. Now, I'm going to stick one of these on here. And I'm just going to pop a teeny bit of I'm just going to stick that there so you know where that's going to go. And because I'm not I don't have the photos yet, I'm just going to use the reverse side of, I've got some what do they call this stuff? It's post-it note stuff, and so it's sticky. So I'm just going to use the reverse side of that, stick the two sticky sides together, so I will be able to just slide my photo on when I'm ready. Okay, so I'll just be able to lift up that corner and pop that underneath there. Okay, same with, let's cut that little bit off there. Same with this sticker here. Oh, I shouldn't have taken them off the thing. Let's stick those two together, just so that I'll be able to lift that off. Okay, so that's the sticky side of the post-it tape. And then this one goes over here. Oh, can I move it down? I can't zoom out anymore. Oh, Carol, you're watching. You won our draw. Congratulations. You won our $20 draw for a $20 gift voucher to spend with me this month. Okay, so that goes about there. It's got a bit of that green up here, so I'm just gonna tuck that underneath. I'm really excited for coffee, cake and cards tomorrow. That's going to be fun. I just hope that the predicted storm doesn't hit right in the middle of it, because that won't be fun. I could imagine how much that would freak my husband out, having our car out in the potentially out in hail. It would freak me out too. Okay. I'm just going to trim this piece off. Now the bits that you haven't used, just stick them back onto your sticker sheet. Now we haven't yet drawn the Stamping Right markers. We're going to do that very shortly. So this Halloween's fun. I'm going to pop another little photo thing on here. And we're going to pop our spells on here. Now, as I said, because I don't have my photos yet, I'm just using the post-it note to make sure it doesn't stick to where I want to put my photo. Okay. Oh, you don't have any volume. Oh, that's no good. You might be like us and not have any not have very good internet connection tonight. And this one here, I'm just changing it a little bit. Just going to pop that down there. There we go. And we need one more sticker up the top. Now, because it's going to go across the top of the photo, I only need a little bit, but I'm just going to put some post-it note on there, because we don't want for our stickers to stick where we don't have where our photos are going to go. And the last, well, actually we've got two more things to pop on, a couple more things. We're putting on our words, so spooky. And this is just going to go across the top here. So it's not a very hard kit to put together. So I reckon kids would be able to do this. If I can do it, then maybe kids might like to do it. And this one goes here. I'm not putting it on the photo where it's probably supposed to go, but right. And it had two little stars on it. One was over here. One was over here. So there you go. So that's our first scrapbook layout. And the first scrapbook layout that I have done in years using the Haunted Memories, Halloween Memories kit. How cute is that? All right. So I said I wanted to make a card. So I'm going to use the other, like it was supposed to be a double layout, but I'm going to use that. I've cut the other sheet in half. All right. Because I want to use this here. I've grabbed from my stash, I've got a piece of black cardstock, and I've got a piece of white cardstock for the inside, and another piece of black and white. Okay. But what I'm going to do, I've already got one that's already folded. I don't know why I folded it like that, but anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have that on the inside. Okay. Now, we've got, this is the black that was on the other part of the, you see how it's a bit different to the regular black? And it's got a white core inside, so if you tear it, it'll be white inside. So what I want to do is I want to use this spider web as part of my design. So I'm just going to cut that down. And I'm going to cut it to about 3 3/4 inches. So it's, at the moment it's 6 inches high. Well, maybe make a little 3 5/8, and that'll get me cutting right on the spider web line. That will work out well. Okay. Now, as you can see, I haven't played with this before. So how this turns out is going to be anyone's guess. And we're just going to cut this down to size. So I'm just eyeballing it, so I don't know. Okay, just going down to there. That looks pretty good. Another bit of black there. Actually, I'm going to grab the other piece of orange first. Sorry, what is it called? Pumpkin pie. That we were going to use for the other scrap page because I like the back of it. All right. So, and that will fit beautifully in there. So I'm just going to do a bit of cutting. Sorry, I'm so zoomed in. I don't know. It was hard enough getting the Wi-Fi working, let alone doing anything else tonight. So I'm thinking that's going to look quite good. Might have to trim a little bit more off on either side. So I'm not doing any measurements, so I'm just eyeballing it, and this is sort of like a Chrissy Choose Your Own Adventure thing. Yeah, that works, doesn't it? Oh, that's going to work. All right, so we're just going to trim this off. And what I'm going to do is actually stick it together. Before I do that, I've got some orange. Let's put some orange on there too. What did we say that was? So that's about 2 5/8 of an inch. Not 2.5 inches, just a little bit. 2 3/8. So if I make this 2 3/8, and I know I've cut through the book, so I'm okay with that. And I think that I've lost my piece somewhere. But all these bits everywhere. Oh no. I think that I need to make this one just fit in there. So now, who else do we have watching us? So we have Megan, we've got Carol, we've got Glenda and Glenda. You'll have to watch it when you have volume tomorrow. Well, hopefully we'll see you at Coffee, Cake and Cards tomorrow, Carol. Not sure why you don't have volume. Maybe you don't have... I hope you haven't done what Steve did the other day and he didn't turn the volume on his device. I'm just going to cut that little base off that one there. So we're going to start it at spells. I'm going to pop that there. And then we're going to pop this one here. So we're going to cut it at the edge of that book. Alright, and I'm okay that the right edge is going to go over the edge of my paper. Okay, so we're going to stick them together. Like this. And then we're going to pop this one on here. And I'm okay that it's going to go off the top. And then that's going to go onto my base card. Okay. Now remember we cut off a bit of sparkly one before. We cut off an edge and I put it somewhere. Here it is. Remember we cut this piece off. We're going to use that on our bottom bit as well. And I don't mind that it's going the wrong way. Because it's not really going the wrong way. I don't think that that's my inside piece. I'm just going to make it a bit shorter. I'll make it 3 3/4 inches by 5.5 inches. Just makes me feel a little bit better if it's folded like that. Okay. So I like that you can use the papers on anything, and I like that I'm going to put this on the inside here. Now my silicone craft mat's a bit worse for wear because Steve's been practicing laser engraving on anything he can get his hands on. So my poor silicone craft mat has got my name on it, but it's, yeah, it's got my logo on it, but it's a bit very much worse for wear. I'm just folding that over because I didn't do it very straight. Now, what's everyone been up to so far? Did everyone enjoy their long weekend? I don't know. I hope you did. It was really nice to have a long weekend. I actually worked in the garden. That was a bit of a shock for everybody, me included. Got out there with a hedge trimmer, and much to Steve's dismay, he always hates it when I go, oh, where do you keep that tool? So I hope not everybody else is having problems with the volume. It's a sure way to get things done is when you say to your husband, oh, where do you keep the whatever it is, the drill or the hedger, or you're all good there? Oh, great. Yeah, it's always great when I can do that to him, and he goes, oh no, you don't need to worry about the hedger or the drill or whatever it is, because I can do that for you. I think he knows that that's my ploy. Right. So I really hadn't given this card too much thought, other than that I wanted to use some of the scrapbooking paper from this kit, and I wanted it to just be a little bit fun. Going to pop that there. So it's quite bright and colourful. Yeah, you want to drop down and do it yourself. Yeah, I think so. Like, I'm pretty good at using the gurney and or the catcher or whatever it is you call it, and the hedge trimmer. Like, I didn't do too bad. I'm a bit short, and I can't manage the hedge trimmer that's on the pole, the extendable one, because it's just that little bit too unwieldy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab this cat because it's so cute. And you can't have potions and spells without a cat, can you? All good Halloween stuff has a cat. I just thought it would be nice to do something a little bit different. Yeah. So now all of my blocks that I have got etching on them, and some of them is better than others. I'm sure I brought that up. I do. Got a little bit of Memento ink. piece of my white. Now, I could die cut this, but I am going to fussy cut it because I want it a bit closer. Oh, didn't you know that the potions and spells? Oh, see, I kept that quiet, Megan. I did show my block with it. And I think it needs a cat on the inside as well. It's going to have 2 cats. Now, if I wanted to get really fancy, I would have stamped the cauldron and coloured it and cut it out. But I just want to put my little cat on the inside. Just going to quickly grab my scissors. And I know, yes, it would probably be quicker to get out my little mini stamp and cut machine. But I've started this process now, so just trim round there. See, he's only a quick, he's not a hard cat to cut out. And what I like to do is, if I know that it's got little ridges like that, I just go along and cut from the other side. And then when I'm cutting the next, when I'm having to do the curve bit, I don't have to worry about going in the other direction. That's my little tip for fussy cutting. So I can always just be going down and around, not having to worry about going back up the other direction. So Megan, have you... That cat does look a bit feral, but it's a witch's cat. Witches' cats always look feral, don't they? I don't think it's meant to be a cute fluffy one anyway. I think it's meant to be a feral cat. Now this is the hardest bit, is cutting up in between the legs. And I don't know whether the die does this or not. Probably does. Yeah. So we've got coffee cake cards tomorrow. And before I finish here tonight, we will be drawing our markers. I'm sorry I wasn't able to come last week. We went for a walk, took the dogs for a walk, and I came home and just felt really unwell. So we talked about it, and I went to sleep. And so I was asleep by 7 o'clock. So that was no good. I think everything just caught up to me. And the whole exercise thing, you know, because I'm in the fitness protection program, hiding from exercise. Now, you could use your stamping rope markers and colour this in, and probably should have coloured it in before. I wouldn't personally use the dark black on this because I think you'd lose too much of the detail of the cat. But I will use the light black. I think that's the light black. The basic black light. I'm not going to colour it in like super duper blended. I will use a teeny, whoops, that didn't go according to plan. A teeny weeny bit of the black. That feels a little bit dry. So if you ever get a marker and it comes apart like that, just check and to make sure that there's no cracks in the barrel, because sometimes they get cracked during transit. See if we got, oh yeah. So I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of the black marker, not much, just in little spots. Can you see what I'm doing? And there is some bits where I could trim up the what do you call it? The feet. I could do that. Yeah. Make sure you hear that click when you close it. I'm just going to use the light black, and hopefully we'll still be able to see some of the detail of the cat, because it's more like a really super dark grey. Can see some of it. Really, maybe a basic grey is probably a better colour. Or you could put a layer of smoky slate underneath the black to make it lighter. Did you know that you could layer your markers, like your blends like that? His poor tail has had better days. Now you want it, don't overthink the colouring, just roughly colour it, because if you try and do too much blending with this one, you're going to lose all the detail. And I think I'm going to leave his face, I'm saying it's a he. I'm saying it's a he because we've always had male cats growing up, so I think I'm going to leave the face white. I'll think about that for a second. Oh no, let's just colour his eyes. Colour his eyes in daffodil. I'm going to dark daffodil base, but then I'm going to use a light lemon lime twist over the top of it to make it a bit more feral looking, more evil looking. No, I do think I need to colour the cat's head. I'm worried about the whiskers. You're not going to be able to see them. You might be able to. No, you're not. So, trick for young players, don't colour the face black. Alright, and don't colour the nose black either. I just got a bit carried away there. Anyway, he doesn't look too bad. So you see how much of the detail gets lost when you're using the black on with the tuxedo ink. Alright. That's not too bad. We're going to pop that there. And use some dimensionals. Now, if you had black dimensionals, this would be the perfect time to use them. I don't think it's too bad. I'm just only going to put 2 on this guy. So this is probably not my best work, but it's not my worst either. Excuse me. And it needs a little Happy Halloween on there. And I've got that piece of purple from the scrapbook kit. So I'm going to use that. What was that? Oh, Megan, you should see me trying to get home from where the survey. Oh, you got caught, Megan. Oh dear. That's no good. Oh, hi, but Helen, thanks for watching. So, maybe the cat's a cat from Pet Sematary. Has anyone else read that book? I remember reading that as a teenager and I freaked myself out. Actually, I used to read all the Stephen King books, and then as an adult, I couldn't read them anymore. Isn't that weird? Alright, I'll just grab my paper trimmer, wherever that might have disappeared to. So this is the lighter side of the scrapbook paper. And we're going to cut another piece as well. So that was just a bit bigger. And we're going to use the other side to layer it. And we'll cut off the ends. The eyes look good with everything else black. Yeah, they sort of do. It looks creepy enough, I reckon. So you see how when you cut this, it's got like a white edge. I'm not convinced that I like that white edge, but let's see if we've got a different colour. I don't know that I even need that. I think that I could just pop that here. No, I think it will need it because it'll need to, just talking to myself, getting expert advice. It is definitely a spooky coat. Hi Jodie, nice to see you. Yeah. I don't generally do spooky Halloween things, but yeah, I thought I would today. just because I wanted to use that scrapbook paper and the paper from the scrapbook kit. So we did one page of the scrapbook kit. So we'll just pop that there. Now it's hanging off and it's got some adhesive on the back there. So what I can do now is I can just put the darker purple behind it. And cut a bit of that off. And then it won't fall off the page. Still need to take a little bit more off. How about I use my trimmer? So there we go, that's better. So we're just going to pop a bit of Seal Plus there. Then I can have my darker side. Now if you wanted to use the stickers from the scrapbook kit, you could use them on the card. I wasn't sure what other stickers I would use yet, so, and this isn't sticking where I want it to. Have you ever had one of those days where things don't go according to plan? I think it was because my acupuncturist told me I can't have coffee anymore. Well, for the next 2 weeks anyway. Okay. But we did negotiate that I could have 1 cup a day. All right, so that's my little Halloween cat. Let's get my little bone folder and stick that down. So that is using the scrapbook papers from scrapbook number 1 in the... So instead of making this page, we've created a card instead, and we've got enough to create some other cards if we wanted to. Okay, so it has got some we've got lots of stickers to do other things with. Okay, so I like that spookiest little monster. That's going to go on a different card. All right. So there we go. So that is our first step into having a look at the scrapbooking kits. And as I said, I'm did it a bit differently. I know, Glenda, you have no idea. Steve puts his coffee down beside my bed and he backs away slowly. Like, I have a coffee before I even get out of bed. So, but I don't have as many coffees as I used to. Like, I used to drink about 10 or 12 cups a day. So, yeah. Well, Glenda, I don't do Halloween either, but we have Halloween decorations and we have, we don't go trick-or-treating. We don't encourage people to come trick-or-treating, but we always have something just in case they do, because I don't want to be the Scroogey house in the street. It's bad enough that we don't do our Christmas lights and the rest of the street does. All right, so we've got our card and we've got our scrap page as well. And look, I just think it's cute. You could have put a raven in there, or I really like this Potions and Spells. And I've done one of the cauldrons and I black embossed the bubbles on vellum and then coloured them behind in green. That was pretty cute. So that is just such a cute set. And it's an online exclusive. And it's got dies that go with it. And haven't quite worked out what all the dies are. Oh. Yeah. I think that's, I don't know, I think that piece is a, maybe a handle for stirring the cauldron. I don't know. Like, I know there's bubbles and there's little bottles and yeah, this was, and these two pieces, I'm not sure what they are. No clue. Anyway, I don't know enough about Halloween to have any clue at all. Oh, we lost a bubble. Let's pop that back inside. Okay. All right. So let's get on to the most exciting part of tonight's Facebook Live. And that is the draw of our Stamping Right markers. So anyone who put, could be a handle for the broomstick. Could be Jodie. I got the new kits last week. I need to think about them, Megan. All right. So we got the Regals collection, the Brights collection, the Subtles and the Neutrals. This is one prize. So I think we worked it out. It was about $230 or $35 or something worth of markers. So every single person who put in an order with me in September and helped me to achieve my incentive trip went in the draw for these markers. So it didn't matter if you ordered a Winkestella or if you ordered a piece of adhesive or you ordered stuff from the clearance rack, no matter who you were. Didn't matter if you were a demonstrator or a customer or a friend or my mum, and it'd be embarrassing if mum got this, but I've put it is a really generous prize, but I'd saved my commissions for a few months because I always put my commissions back into my business, and I'd saved my commissions from a few events to get this prize. And yeah, wish I could tell you how much it's worth. I have my catalogue. So now it doesn't have the in colours, right? Here we go. So it's worth $225, but if you bought as the bundles, okay, so it's on page 131, if you bought each of those packs separately, you would be paying $250, all right? So Stamping Right markers are one of the most underrated things in the catalogue. And they were our bundle of the month, all right? I didn't sell any of them, but that's okay. All right, so I'm just going to draw out a name, and I'm holding it close to the camera so I can't see who the names are. And let's see who we've got. Oh, goodness me. So Carol Lawrence, who just won our $20 gift voucher to spend with me this month, also won the Stamping Right markers. Well, that's an amazing thing, Carol. I know you're not currently watching, so I'm going to be really excited to go to Coffee, Cake and Cards tomorrow and hand that over to you, because you'll be watching that on replay. Wow, congratulations, Carol. That's really, yeah, that's just funny. So anyway, and it's interesting because it's Carol's birthday month this month. So, what a birthday present. She doesn't have to worry about getting those now. Now she'll just have to learn how to use them. All right, well, that's it from me tonight. I need to go and get a drink, and I know I've gone a half hour over time because I was trying to work out how to do that scrap page and trying to get on board with our internet cutting in and out. But thank you very much to everyone. Now, everyone who ordered with me, you will be getting a thank you card from October. And those of you who bought kits during our kit flash sale will also be getting a Create at Home. Oh, you'll also be getting something. All right. Okay, and we will see some of you tomorrow at 10:30 at Joe & Co for coffee, cake and cards. And I'll see some of you next week. Now, there's still openings for our Crafts and Champagne night. Not this Friday, the following Friday. And I think I have a couple of spots left for our Saturday class this month as well. So everyone have a great rest of the week. And until next time, happy creating and bye for now.